And it's Ken Kraetzer for CVSI Services, talking business at the Business Council of Westchester Power Breakfast. Have a chance to talk with Ann Jordan-Duffy, who's Associate Publisher, Fairfield County Business Journal and the Westchester County Business Journal. Ann, good to see you. What did you take away from the event today?
Hi, Kenneth. Thank you so much. I took a lot away from the event. There were some good statistics in terms of some digital media, just the advertising, packaging. That print is not dead, and far from it. And I thought the questions were well-meaning and led to a very open and frank conversation.
Well, Ann, you talked a little bit in your section about print, and you echoed what we hear at a number of print-related conferences. We were up at the New England Direct Marketing Association. They had a number of speakers talking about the value of print for really specialty situations, for high net worth sales, complex sales. And you talked about the trust that people have in print. Why is print still very effective if you use it in the right way?
It's a great question, Kenneth. And print has a very visceral feel. People love to read print. They feel like the articles that are there have been curated, have been investigated, and therefore print, there are communities across the country that no longer have community newspapers. And what they have found is that government spending, local government spending, goes unchecked now because there's no government investigating. There's no newspaper publishing that's investigating the governments locally. And therefore, print has a high emotional trust of readers, and they love the visceral feel, the tactile feel, the smell, picking it up. And one thing I didn't mention in today's panel, but that 20% of it's been proven that your brain works 20% less reading the newspaper as opposed to digital, because with digital you're so distracted that when reading a newspaper, your brain is more relaxed, it's more absorbent, and I hope that helps.
Very good. Well, today on the panel there were a lot of discussions of video measuring the performance of your marketing and short attention spans for consumers today. What are some of the key ways to interact with consumers and even in business-to-business situations?
Well, somebody on the panel said that relationships really work. And so as much marketing as you can do, whether it's, and really someone who has unlimited funds would behoove them to go into digital, video, blogging, print, events, sponsorships, all of it. But the short attention span, millennials are still reading magazines. They did a study where baby boomers will read on average 9 magazines a month. Well, guess what? They did the same study for millennials, and they're reading 9 magazines per month, averaging. So the short attention span is, you need to hit them where they have the short attention spans, but they do allocate longer time to reading print. They do allow longer time for reading print.
And key point of the sessions was get people to your websites where you have a chance to explain your product and service in more depth and generate action. And still, it's all about building relationships, having a cup of coffee with someone like we did today at this Business Council event. I'm sure you find that in your business in publishing.
So keywords are really important. So if you have a company name, you want to make sure all the keywords put you up in the Google Analytics and the algorithms. But also, posting events and tagging people that you've seen at the events will drum up. So LinkedIn and Facebook and, Instagram, all those vehicles are very important for you to get your brand out there, and comments and reposting. So take advantage of that. That's, free, and you can do that.
And Ann, if you would just tell us about the publications of your organizations in Fairfield and Westchester County.
Sure. Yeah. So Westfair Communications is the parent name of our company. We publish the Westchester County Business Journal, the Fairfield County Business Journal, and WAG Magazine. The business journals are published weekly, and we also do e-newsletters daily. And then we have WAG Magazine, which is more of a consumer glossy magazine that comes out monthly. So that caters to the consumer, whereas the business journals, Kenneth, really cater to the business owner, business professional here in Westchester and Fairfield.
And I always like to ask, yes, what has been the path of your career? What have been some of the stops along the way for you?
So I was a teacher for 10 years, and then I took a summer job selling advertising, and that summer has now lasted 20 years. So this is where I am at Westfair Communications.
Well, that's great. Good to meet you, Ann Jordan-Duffy, here at the Business Council of Westchester. Great to hear about your publications and your insight as a panelist on today's session.
Thank you very much, Kenneth, and let's thank the Tompkins Financial Group who supported us this morning. Thank you.
Very good. Great bank here in Westchester. And this is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI Services in Tarrytown, New York.